Let me ask you a question. How many days does it take to change a habit? 30 days? Where'd you get that from?
I just had it.
You heard it. 21. Why do you say 21? You just heard it. Any other suggestions? 3 weeks. That's 21 days. Why does it take 3 weeks?
Because you have to break the habit, then form another habit.
The number specifically, 21, is what most people think, because there was someone by the name of Maxwell Maltz who wrote a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, okay? He was a plastic surgeon. This book was written in the 1960s. And Maxwell Maltz, he wrote in this book, he said he noticed a pattern with his patients, that it took them approximately 21 days to start getting used to their new face. Isn't that trippy? I never thought of that. When you get plastic surgery, you have a new face to deal with, like a new nose. People do it. It's cool. Okay. I think it's cool. But I know quite a few people who've done plastic surgery. It looks good. Anyways, but apparently, I never thought that it takes you time to get used to your new face, right? So he noticed a trend that took people approximately 21 days to get used to their new face. And from there, people said, see, it takes 21 days to get used to something. It takes 21 days to break a habit. It takes 21 days, which is 3 weeks, to start something new and get used to it. Okay. So has anyone tried doing a habit for 21 days? Does that work? What? It's hard, right? But halavai, if I did something for 3 weeks straight and I knew for sure that it would work, then I would for sure exercise for 21 days straight, right? If I knew that this would become a habit of mine, then speaking is a habit, then I would for sure do it. It obviously doesn't work. Other people say it takes 63 days to break a habit. Today we're discussing not necessarily how to break a habit, because for everyone it's different. For everyone it's unique and every person's unique. But we're gonna share together a really just great technique that's just great when it comes to personal growth, physical, emotional, spiritual health. Before we get there, everyone write down one habit you'd like to work on. Okay, who wants to share? Yeah, Nicole.
I want to get to bed earlier.
Get to bed earlier. Can I give you guys a tip? You all say that, so you should all just go to bed earlier. But when you're in a dorm, you all go to bed late. Team up, go to bed earlier. It's not functional to go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. Go to bed earlier. Let's hear another one. Olivia.
Patience.
Patience.
It's a huge thing. Maybe I should be more concrete.
You want to work on your patience?
No, yeah, generally.
Rachel.
In terms of habit, I have the exact same one. It's sleeping and then getting up today.
Going to sleep early so you can get up early, basically. Okay. There's a great alarm clock, you should know. It's foolproof. It gets you up whether you want to or not, and you have no choice. It rhymes with lids.
Kids.
Thank you, Sabrina. Kids are the best alarm clock ever. They will sit on your face whether you want them to or not. We should all be okay to wake up from kids. Okay, you want to work on your sleeping. A habit you want to break, think about it, or change. Joanna.
Less coffee.
Less coffee. How much coffee do you have?
3 cups a day.
Wow, nice. Okay, great. Less coffee. Sabrina.
I like to meditate more.
Meditate more. Right, it doesn't even have to be a habit that you want to break. It could be something that you want to take on. And definite support, still, you're not sure?
I found one. It's make a consistent time for davening, because I whenever I feel like it.
That's a big one, right? Setting aside a time. Okay. Yes?
Definitely using this idea.
To quit smoking. That's a hard one, but totally possible. Okay, necessary, yeah, really necessary. Okay, so what's interesting is oftentimes people, first of all, these all universal. We all want to work on all of this stuff, right? We have these things. Oftentimes, we tend to view life as one big emergency, okay? And usually what's going on in my life is the front page news. And oftentimes, when I think something is really such a big deal, I'm falling apart and I can't do this anymore, it could just be a habit that needs to be changing. Me, when I don't sleep properly, when I don't get enough hours of sleep, which I personally need 8 minimum, I'm not functional the next day, okay? And when I'm not functional, then I'm in a bad mood, okay? Then I'm snappy with my kids. Then I feel bad that I'm snappy with my kids. Then I'm just in a bad mood all around, okay? That is just one. She was so upset that I snapped at my kids. Oh my God. It's okay, it's not always. So it's just like, just get more sleep, Avigial, right? Or drinking more coffee. I'll use myself as another example because I get to talk about myself a lot. That's why I became a teacher. People pay to hear you talk. So the only way I can get people to listen to me is to make it a profession. So, and someone was funny enough to hire me. Okay, so for example, coffee. Let's say I feel like I need this coffee. Personally, I get very anxious with coffee. I only drink decaf coffee. People laugh at me, like you might as well just like drink water, right? I drink only decaf coffee. Why? Caffeine makes me anxious, right? But there are some days where I'm like, I'm so tired. I need real caffeine. Then my day is ruined because I'm just anxious the whole day, okay?
Decaf coffee also has caffeine.
Yeah, it does. That's why I still drink it. I don't know if it really does, but
It does. I used to work at Starbucks, and the lady used to come in to get 5 shots of decaf espresso every single day because it had the right amount of caffeine for her.
maybe because she's getting 5 shots, it has caffeine. Shots just has a scary name. Okay, so or smoking. It's like people don't like the smell of smoke. You know it's killing your lungs. Like, why am I doing it? Okay. Oftentimes, what can be life-changing is just breaking a habit, breaking a pattern. I guarantee you nothing, but what I can tell you is I can give you a great recipe for something that has helped me and many people tremendously. What I like to call it is the 30-day challenge. Because who here likes commitment? Nicole, you're Russian, right? You are so Russian. I love it. I love it. You like commitment. Wow. Anyone else? You like commitment? Wow, really? Well, you're also Russian. Oh, you're also Russian. Okay, the 2 Russians. Kind of, huh?
I didn't want to say it because I was like,
You do? You like?
Russian, yeah.
You like? You're Russian. There's 3 Russians like commitment. Okay. Hey, Americans, English. Do you like commitment? Are you scared of commitment?
I hate commitment so much.
Yeah.
She's not American.
Right. Okay, but like outside of like Russian. Okay. So outside like it's really good. You guys are super disciplined. Right. Commitment for many people. Okay, so you have no problem getting married, either any of you. Wow. That's amazing. My first date with my husband, I was like, I doubt I'll ever get married. He went on a second date with me, and the rest is history. But I'm like, how could you do that? Like, that's a serious commitment. Before we had children, I'm like, you're committed to them for the rest of your life.
Not being committed makes me nervous.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they put in your vodka in Russia? Wow. Does anyone else feel that except for the Russians? Wow. Okay.
If it's like committed to a job, yes, for sure. Like I love commitment to like
A job, but like to people, I don't know. People are very fleeting.
No, like you don't have to be like loose with your commitments.
But when you make a commitment, you make a commitment. Okay, wow, that's really impressive. Yeah, me too. It makes me so nervous. Like, don't ask me on Sunday what I'm doing for Shabbos yet. I cannot commit. It's Sunday. Like, you're asking me a week in advance. It's scary, right? It's like I only married my husband when I knew for sure. I have no choice to my soul.
See, that's the weird thing. Like,
Right, like there's a...
commit to those things. Like, I can plan the Shabbat on a Sunday and commit to it.
You can.
Yes.
Okay, good. So that's better than me and Rachel.
I'm not afraid of commitment, but like I'm not like I need commitment now. Like.
Okay, well, you don't fall into the Russian category. So many people are afraid of commitment, and usually commitment with either in relationships, commitment in life, commitment with taking things on. And now that Rosh Hashanah is coming, we like to do, Orthodox people like to do what we call Kabbalahs. I am never going to speak Lashon Hara again, ever, okay? Kabbalah means you take something upon yourself for the new year to like, what are my New Year's resolutions? How long do they last for? 24 hours as soon as the alcohol rubs off, that's it, right? They don't usually last when I say, I am never going to do this anymore. Like smoking, it can, there are other ways to do it, like throw that cigarette box into the ocean, and I'm never, it's like, 1 second, I have money, I'll just go buy a new pack of cigarettes, right? It's usually when we say, I'm never gonna yell at my mom again, right? from now on, I'm exercising every single day. These are heavy. Do you have problems with that? Or this stuff is like easy stuff for you guys?
Well, it depends. Like if I have easy access to a gym, then yeah, I'll go.
You'll go every day.
Yeah. If it's like right there.
Man.
Yeah. But if it's like hard to get to, like I'll like get lazier. But like if it's.
And you say, I'm going to the gym, then you'll just go to the gym.
Like if I have an app on my phone that like is an exercise app, like I will wake up and I'll do it every day.
Whoa. Isn't that amazing? But every culture really has what it has to offer. What do Americans offer other than food?
I don't know.
Confidence.
Freedom.
Confidence, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like we own the world. No, you don't. You're one country. There are thousands of countries in the world. Thousands or hundreds?
It depends on the mindset.
Hundreds. There are hundreds of countries in the world. Canadians offer, I'm from Canada, beer and hockey. So we.
And like I was gonna say that like a person like if they really for me for instance I can only take for myself like I desire to lose a lot of weight. I was like 250 pounds at one time in my life, like which is really really fat, and I desired to lose weight. So I went on I didn't eat processed foods. I had like a water cleanse, and I did this for like a year, and I worked out almost every day, and I lost like half of me.
Wow.
So,
I can't imagine.
I don't know the mindset. You could be.
Let's go again.
If you have like an end goal, but like I don't know, if there's not an end goal, it's hard.
It's helpful when you see results, which is what we're going to talk about. So I'm giving this class because I'm afraid of commitment. So I have what we call the 30-day challenge, okay? Rachel, it's great. Okay, me and you can do it together. You guys can do a life challenge. Just take what you can from this, okay? Which is, it may not work. It many times it doesn't. From now on, I'm only exercising. I'm only eating healthy. I'm not going to speak negative about people, right? It's very broad. It's very general, okay? What we want to do is, I like 30 days. Personally, I made it up, but I think other people have it also. 30 days is just something short, small, doable. Try it out for 30 days. It's doable. Obviously, I want to read something inside. Obviously, the goal is, but we need to like go through the back door because we're afraid of commitment, is for it to like continue on. And you do another 30-day challenge until it literally just becomes a habit. I can tell you, I went to this, like, well, we call him like the voodoo Chinese man, even though he's actually from Korea and he's Jewish, he's not voodoo. But I went to him, I had like back issues, I got into a car accident, and he was telling me that he gave me all sorts of like weird conditions of what to do. And then he said, you can't cross your legs, you can't sit like this. You know, people sit like that. He said it like displaces the hips or whatever. You knew that. What?
Yeah.
None of the Russians, their legs are crossed.
Okay, I sit with my legs crossed sometimes. Like.
But you guys knew that.
No.
Well, okay. But you were trained to not cross your legs. Okay. So apparently you're not supposed to cross your legs. For me, that was the hardest thing because I always like to sit like you just sit like this. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. I don't know if the queen would sit like that, but I'm not from there. You can speak to her. So he's like, just sit with your legs like this, like over each other, not cross. That was impossible for me to do. It was just like really hard until I said, you're not crossing your legs for 30 days. That happened to stick. If you see me crossing my legs, tell me. I fail sometimes. I fall sometimes. But that stuck. Just for 30 days, I commit to it, and it stuck. So I want to read something inside. I'm tired of my voice right now. Joanna, you want to read? Steve Pavlina. Yeah.
If you actually complete a 30-day trial, first, you'll go far enough to establish it as a habit, and it will be easier to maintain that than it was to begin with. Secondly, you'll break the addiction of your old habit during this time. Thirdly, you'll have 30 days of success behind you, which will give you greater confidence that you can continue. And fourthly, you'll gain 30 days worth of results, which will give you practical feedback on what you can expect if you continue, putting you in a better place to make informed long-term decisions. Therefore, once you hit the end of the 30-day trial, your ability to make the habit permanent is vastly increased. But even if you aren't ready to make it permanent, you can opt to extend your trial period to 60 or 90 days. The longer you go with a trial period, the easier it will be to lock in the new habit for life.
Thank you. Rachel, you want to say it in your own words?
If you stick to it and it doesn't work, then you can just like keep going and it'll increase the habit that you broke.
Yeah, like you vastly increase the chances of keeping this as a long-term habit. If nothing else, you have 30 days worth of results, right? You have 30 days of success behind you, and you've tried breaking the old habit. You should know, I'm going to interrupt myself. Rav Yisrael Salanter, who is the founder of the Musar movement, he says that it takes 40 days to break a habit, okay? He says that this is literally, I'm not giving a recipe, I'm just saying, I happen to think 30 days challenges are just like powerful. For example, sleep. I want to go to bed earlier, just for 30 days, just do it. Doesn't matter. We're going to get to how to do it, okay? I'm not just saying 30 days, now go. We're going to discuss how. But just do it for 30 days and we'll see what happens and be open to the results, okay? So let us begin.